So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Smith. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. In motion right, that's Metcalf. 2nd and 10, Smith again. And the Raiders have got him. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you overset, they'll come in.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo.
And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
And they go play action here with O'Connell.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw, O'Connell.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And the turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else he did? You make your defense mad. They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Running straight ahead is Jacobs, and he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. This will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Merrick.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. And think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept a pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Seahawks 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Carter. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Off the play fake. O'Connell. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
But it's going to be second down.
They will run the draw with Jacobs. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
3rd and 12. Out of the shotgun, here's O'Connell. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
O'Connell on 1st and 10.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. This defense trying to do its part. Active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Here's O'Connell again on 2nd and 10. The open man here, Renfrow. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And the Las Vegas first down.
O'Connell working from the gun.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Back-to-back. For him, but it's another first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. Over the middle, and Mayer hauls it in.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
A nice chunk play from the tight end position, and it illustrates the cohesiveness that he and his quarterback have. Both saw the extra defender doubling him up, and they still combined for the completion and big gain.
Throwing, O'Connell.
And he's got it. Touchdown.
Michael Mayer
from 4 yards out.
And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7.
Seahawks 7. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Smith now to throw.
Going right back to Fant.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Now Geno on 1st down. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now is Geno. This is caught. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So a decent gain there, but not their 4th consecutive 1st down like they had on the first 3 plays.
You sound almost disappointed there. You want to fire the offensive coordinator on that one or what?
They'd gotten into a rhythm. I thought they were just going to keep going.
Well, almost a win for the defense, but if that's your win, you're not doing very well right now.
Here's Smith. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Noah Fant, a 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Decent start defensively to this series. They've got to stop them here and get this ball back.
I like the way you phrase that, partner. Decent start, but now it's got to be more about the ball. It's all about the ball, getting it away from them because making good tackles is one thing, but the clock will run out on you. You've got to have the football back for your offense.
Throwing on second down. Here's O'Connell. Throw caught by Mayer.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now O'Connell. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
You got to give some credit there. Able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. The first throw here for the back of Garoppolo. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Well, when you time those those screen passes perfectly. They can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Returnable for Lockett. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Walker to start the drive. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Back to Walker on 1st down.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And Metcalf going to have the Seahawks first down as he'll get this down to the 41. Walker now on 1st and 10. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
They're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Here's 1st down. Sideline he goes.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Walker.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now an extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Myers for the extra point. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as it kicks away here.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
This is 1st and 10. O'Connell. Connecting with Renfro.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Here's O'Connell. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. picked up by Trey Brown. And the Seahawks are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Majors used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Two timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. To the right side and complete to Metcalf.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
At the 35-yard line.
It's about time, fellas.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Easy. Keep pushing the ball down.
Not wasting time, going right back to DK Metcalf.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
And what is going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. I think they're just a product of trying to buy themselves 5 extra yards.
And they want to help their punter out, right? Help with the angle, trying to pin the ball deep. That's exactly what they did there.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Myers' kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He'll look to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort